grab your bow and arrow and get ready to aim and fire. We have the Warren East Archery with us now on Sports Connection. We have Holly and Jordan joining us. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Well, listen, if you've been under a rock, you may not know this, but there's a little bit going on in the world of archery, and we're going to touch on that because this is something that absolutely needs to stay in our schools and stay funded, and it's doing amazing things for some of those kids that may not want to play football or basketball or be in the band or whatever. It's a great extracurricular. Holly, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Take me back. I mean, it's been about a decade that archery has been really booming in the schools.
It has. About a decade, they got the program up and going. My co-head coach, Travis Young, was one of the first ones. They really started it big, did a good thing. Jordan and his wife, Stephanie, came on as part of our Boosters Club. Man, they can raise money like nobody's business. That's how our program gets funded, is through Boosters, and it's just continued to grow. We love having the kids come in. We love seeing the new kids every year. It's good for those kids, like you said, that don't want to play football, softball, the typical sports that kids are involved in.
I mean, just going off of that, I mean, my cousin growing up, I mean, she found a love for archery. I mean, she played other sports growing up, but it's really something that anybody can get involved in and that anybody can do.
Absolutely. I know, like, my daughter did archery, and we always laugh because she says I'm not running. So she did archery because she doesn't want to run.
Jordan, when we allude to the fact that anybody can do this, we can go so far as a young man that you guys are working with, who you built a stand for, and he's without a limb on each side, and he's able to compete. I mean, if that's not enough to tell you how wonderful this sport has been, tell us a little bit about that young man.
That young man is actually shooting, last I heard, in Barron County now. But he approached the other coaches and said he'd like to shoot archery. So we built a stand and let him to where he draws with his mouth and can actually shoot and compete with everybody.
That is incredible.
So for you all, I heard that you have a very important camp coming up. So just kind of go off of that and just say who all can come out to it, where it's going to be, just getting people to come out and join.
Jordan, I'll let you take this. Jordan's the head over that.
We have a camp coming up September the 9th. And it'll be at Ephraim White. I think it's going to start about 9 a.m. $20 per archer that wants to participate. We're really going for the elementary kids who might have an interest in archery, to kind of give them the basic instruction of archery. It's a very disciplined sport. Make sure that's something that they want to do before they invest and actually go out and try for the school.
I'd love for both of you to answer this question. In light of the recent news, and I think it's BSC, BS something that's come out, and it jeopardizes what we've been doing for a decade or more, and all these kids that have benefited from it, and it's not a great thing. I want both of you to kind of lay it down. What's so important about this sport being not only kept around, but people getting behind it and really supporting it?
I just feel like the kids, it's a disciplined sport. I get that we want safety, but we are one of the safest sports. We have a lot of rules in place, and all of the kids know that they have to respect those rules and follow those rules when they come in. They do it at every tournament. We don't have issues. They know what's expected of them. It helps build discipline in their lives in other ways instead of just the sport of archery. It's those kids that get involved, like you said, that don't do the other sports. They just have that family to come to. I would hate for those kids to lose that.
What you were saying earlier with every kid can participate, not every kid is going to be athletic. I mean, I'm obviously not going to be playing basketball, or I'm not going to run track, but I could get in there and support with archery and still be a part of a team. And being part of the team is a whole lot bigger than just one-on-one. I mean, you've got to be able to trust everybody in your team. And archery is very disciplined. I mean, you can't have the bow up if you're not allowed to, and you will get pushed back if you can't. I mean, if you bring it out, they will set you down. But to me, every time that they're in that gym, They're socializing. They're getting that one-on-one communication, not just texting back and forth with their friend, but every day they're there with a bow in their hand. That's one more day that they don't have the video controller in their hand sitting on the couch. So
Amen to
to me, getting them off that and getting them in something they enjoy and can have fun with, and let them know that if they aim for that goal, they can hit it. They can hit whatever they want to hit.
Jordan, I'd love to have you in the paint on my pickup basketball team. I don't know what you're talking about.
But for you all, obviously being in this community, I mean, what just got you all into the sport of archery in the first place?
I think our kids.
There you go.
Well, you just spend a lot of time going to practices and tournaments and all of that. We're really busy from January to March. Every single weekend we're doing something with archery. So to me that's how I get to spend more time with my kids, is be involved, help, coach, and then eventually I was asked to be head coach. Like, that's just more time I get to spend with my kids, and then build a relationship with their friends as well.
She said January, but we actually start pretty hard about November. First tournament's second or third weekend of November.
But then we don't get a break January through March.
And then there's no break from January to March. And then if we go into World, I mean, you're looking into June or July before you're done with archery. So it's probably one of the longest sports as well. But my daughter started archery in 6th grade. She graduated in 2021, so I'm still here.
I love it.
So I don't even have kids in the sport anymore. I'm here for the sport, and the kids that I've worked with throughout the years, especially their kids and such, they're like another family to me. So I'm going to continue until they're done.
Listen, I want to say God bless you to both of you. Stay with it. We're not going to let this sport die off. There's no way it's going to happen. It's too important. And, you know, for all the folks just like, you know, Jordan and Holly here that have put their life soul into helping these young people, you know, enjoy something like this, we don't want anything to happen to it. So support, write your senators, write whoever you want, and let's put a stop to what they're talking about right now and the politics of it. So thanks both of you for being here.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
We really appreciate it. And me and Brian will wrap us up on this episode of Sports Connection whenever we get back after the break.